Hey there, it's Dive Bar Comedy. I am Wild Joe.
This is GT.
And we are here at our anniversary episode, which marks 1 year of our weekly Dive Bar Comedy episodes.
Man, I can't believe it's been a year.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And
one whole year.
Yeah. August 7th was our first episode, our pilot episode. And you know what, GT? It's also our anniversary of our wedding, our 2-year anniversary.
Wow.
August 5th. Yeah.
It's been 2 years since we've been married.
Yeah. So we're doing it. We got the podcast and we've got our 2-year-long marriage.
Yeah, it's been like a year. I can't believe it. Oh, my God. I remember when we first started, it was at the Liquid Zoo, the first podcast we recorded. And you were interviewing a bunch of comedians, and everybody was like, well, confused what's going on. People are afraid. People are kind of cautious about being on the podcast. Everything was so new. I remember, it's something, no one's really done it before. No one's really ever recorded a podcast after a comedy show, interviewing the comedians at different clubs. And it's something unique we've been doing, so something totally different.
Yeah, it's exciting. I think it's fun to get the backstory on the comics and find out where they're from, not just hear their sets, but you learn about comics through their set, but you also get a more unfiltered, real look at them when they just talk conversationally. And we've had so many fun conversations with these comics. I mean, such interesting people that we've met in this last year, and a lot of them have been back again and again. We have our repeat comics, and then sometimes they're just on once or twice, but I want to especially thank the repeat people that have been on over and over again.
Yeah, some comics are, they started off doing comedy in China or Thailand or different parts of the world, New York, Vegas, Seattle. We've had people from all across the United States, Florida.
Yeah, that's true.
And they've been like, they tell us, what's it like to be out there and start off doing comedy out there, and what's Boston like. And I heard you have to be you can't just go up, you have to be part of a clique out there as well. Yeah,
and our listeners are from all over the world also. We've had over 2,000, like about 2,500 listeners this year, and they represent a lot of countries. I just checked our stats. Of course, most of them are from the United States, but we are closely followed by Germany. We have multiple listeners in Germany, all over Europe, Spain, the UK. Where else in Europe? We have Finland, Czech Republic. We have also Canada and Mexico, Australia, Slovakia, India, Virgin Islands. Did I say Poland already? The Philippines, Kenya, Ireland, El Salvador, Tanzania.
Wow.
Hong Kong, Puerto Rico, Czech Republic, Portugal, Taiwan, and Thailand.
Wow, you ever been to Thailand?
I have not been to Thailand. I think that's a place that you would like because it's a place for a lot of sex tourism. But you could find yourself a nice lady boy there.
Lady boy.
Yeah. Let me see. Off of this list, I have been to Spain. I have not been to Canada. I would love to go to Canada. We should go to Montreal, I heard, is one of our comics recently was from Montreal. It's almost like they're called French Canadian. They speak French there. It's almost like being in Europe, but you're just in Canada.
One thing I noticed about Canadian comedians, they are very strong. For some reason, Canada is producing really strong, solid comedians.
No, I haven't really made any generalizations about Canadian comedians, but I'm gonna keep my eye out. Canada, people get it mixed up with the U.S. The people, their accent is not much different, and you don't really notice when somebody's from Canada. But I do know some really cool Canadian people Yeah, we've had comics from India. Of course, UK, we have Carolyn Langford, who's always on our show. She's great. Poland. Where else have I been? So I don't know. I've been
Nobody
to London.
from Armenia listening to our
Spain.
podcast. I'm Armenian. Nobody listens. Armenians don't give a crap about me.
Aww.
I never get support from my people for some reason.
You know what? You should advertise our podcast to all your Armenian friends. Maybe you can get some Armenians to listen.
I don't know.
And we can check the stats. We'll know if they're really tuning in from Armenia.
I don't know. I don't get no support from my people. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well,
I had one guy really promote my Mamacita song on his Facebook.
He was Armenian.
Yeah, he's Lebanese Armenian.
Which is odd because that song is in Spanish.
That's in Spanish.
But you know what I've noticed, though? Actually, being married to you, I've gone to a lot of these Armenian parties, and I'm really surprised at the number of Spanish songs that they play. I mean, I guess to them, Spanish, English, it's just as foreign. But they play almost as many Spanish songs as they do Armenian or English songs.
Yeah.
They're into it. Armenians are into Latin music.
Yeah. When I give my songs to the DJs, they don't really spin it. They're like, oh, people have to request it. But DJs are like, people have to request it. They don't just play. You have to make a list.
Okay, but listen, I remember at one of the parties of your family, the person who was throwing the party did request it, and the DJ still refused to play it. I think it was Diana requested it, and they still didn't play it.
Yeah.
It was just kind of weird.
Yeah, probably that DJ he's a kind of hater.
I remember our wedding. I listed out every song that I wanted the DJ to play. I was very specific. I listed out everything. But then I heard he was kind of ad-libbing and doing his own thing because I heard a couple songs that I specifically do not like that I never would have requested that he did play. So I was like, oh, wait, no. I put these songs not just because it's a general genre of music I want, but it was like specific.
Did he play all the songs?
He played a lot of them. I don't know if he played all of them, but I picked
But he still played his own type.
He threw in what he felt was like in the similar vein, and
catalog,
it might have been the same kind of music. But the reason I picked those songs is because the lyrics or whatever it had to do with a wedding. It was like relatable to what we were doing, and they were my favorite songs. Like you wanted to dance with your mom to Careless Whisper, which was a song about somebody catching somebody else cheating, and then you're going to dance to your mom with it for the mother-son dance. I thought that's not appropriate for a wedding.
Did we do it?
No, you wanted to. Remember, we had to request our mother-son dance.
Oh, yeah.
And you wanted to do Careless Whisper. I said, have you ever listened to the lyrics? That's not really appropriate for a wedding lyrics. It's about somebody cheating.
Well, you got to understand, English is my second language. And I don't really know what I'm doing most of the time.
Anyway, I picked the songs a lot because of the lyrics.
So
what did you end up with? I Will Always Love You. That's a sweet song. Whitney Houston. That's the song you ended up dancing. You and your mom had a very romantic dance. A slow dance.
Everybody was watching us.
Who did I dance? I danced to with my dad. I can't remember the song. I put it in our wedding album.
It was some country song.
Oh, my dad. I let my dad pick the song. Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
He did pick a kind of semi-country song. And then our wedding song was, it was the guy that normally sings it, Ed Sheeran. We chose a different guy, or I chose a different guy's version of that song.
You forgot.
I forgot it. I'm sorry. I love that song, though. It's a really great song. I forgot the name of it right now.
You don't forget words. You don't forget.
If you told me the name of the song, I could sing every word.
Forget the song.
It was
we danced to on our wedding.
I know. It's in our but thank God I made that really nice wedding album.
What are you doing, Wild Joe? That's not like you.
I know.
Come on, get on the computer right now.
I know.
Figure it out.
I know.
Call up Brienne.
I know.
This is one of those game shows you're supposed to call up for help.
Baby, I thinking of you 17. That was it.
What was the name of the song? I don't know.
Thinking out loud. I'm thinking out loud. People fall in love in mysterious ways. That was it. Yep.
So forgot the name of the song.
That was it. Thinking out loud. That's the name of it.
Thinking out loud. Okay.
And the guy who sang it, I chose a cover version, and I can't remember that guy's name either. But he had a great voice, like a deep country voice, not the kind of falsetto-y Ed Sheeran original voice. But yeah, we gotta celebrate our wedding anniversary. We gotta pull out our video and play our video and dance to our song and stuff.
You know, I talked to a lot of comedians who own podcasts, who do their own podcasts, and it's hard for them to be on top of the game every week. You got to be on top of the game every week. You got to put out something every week, and you got to have a subject to talk about, something entertaining. You got to be fun. You got to be like, up on your toes. You know what I mean?
Well, our job is easy because we have so many comics as guests. So we have just, a dozen comics on every show. So I get to pick and choose who makes it onto the podcast. Right now we have about 5 shows backlogged that haven't even come out yet. So I'm going to choose the funniest ones and the best interviews, and not everybody's even going to make it. We have a lot of material.
A lot of comedians, they're just like, they see it as like they go by, this season, it's coming out next season. I mean, like, hold on, it's not going by season, it's going by week. You know?
That's true.
You got to put it out every week. You can't go and say, okay, next season it's coming up next season. No, man, you got to put it out. Every week.
It helps, even though we have our system in place. We have the shows that are coming out at least a couple times a month. We have each other to, remind each other, like, hey, today is Tuesday. Have we finished our podcast yet? It's coming out tomorrow. So you're a workhorse. You're a diligent guy who follows a schedule, and you do things week after week. And so you're the kind of person that can put something out week after week after week. So
you're very good at what the technical aspect of producing a podcast and actually editing, and you went to school for this thing. So you went to school for recording.
I studied recording for music, and
so that helps. Similar. That helps me out.
Yeah.
It helps us out big time. Plus, I've been in the business of putting shows. I mean, I've been in the music business. I've been in promoting business, both radio and live shows since I was 21, and so
it all clicks. It all clicks. You gotta have
together.
everything.
Yeah. Plus, I've been on a bunch of morning shows all throughout for over decades, and I've been on a lot of PK's Radio Morning Playhouse, syndicated morning show. I've been on the Frank Show. I've been on a whole bunch of other morning shows, and that's how people told me, hey, you should do comedy. I remember Frank from the Frank Show told me, hey, GT, you should do comedy. I have thousands of interviews under my belt on big morning shows, and I've had to deal with not just internet. This is sort of like podcasts, sort of like internet radio. But thing about it is, when you're on live radio on the air, and they have like 15-second or 10-second delay, and you can't say anything like foul language because FCC is gonna fine you and all that crap. So
well, that's obvious. That's the obvious. But there's also, you can't blank out. You can't be like duh, and stutter and just waste airspace either.
Yeah, that's why I got a lot of energy because I come from the morning shows, and I have to like be on my toes. La 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 la, and just to keep people's attention, or else people would change the dial and then listen to something else.
Yeah.
And so you can't.
Well, I hope nobody listening to this gets bored just listening to us and changes it before we get on to our show, because our shows are, I think, the best part, where we showcase the comics, their sets. They get to perform their stand-up, and we do an interview with them each, so you get to see their personality behind the scenes too. And we're doing it. All these recordings are at some of the dirtiest, diviest dive bars in all of LA.
That's the main reason I do dive bars. That's the main reason we're working on the sizzle for TV. Dive bars, you can get away with a lot of things. Just like podcasts, you can get away with cussing. And dive bars, you can get away with being sexual. You can get away with a lot of things. And no one's going to come up to you and say, hey, you can't perform this here anymore because you're too explicit. You know what I mean? Dive bars, maybe at a restaurant you can't. Maybe at a regular lounge you can't. But at dive bars, nobody gives a shit. You can say the nastiest things you want. People there are up for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So this year, I've been working out the audio. We've got the audio perfect now, I think, as far as our discussions before the show. Then at the show, we have Mista See there, our host. He's always screwing with the knobs and the amplifiers and making everything really loud. And then my recording device is picking up too much. It's hitting the level is hitting 10, 11, 13, like too high. So we're going to perfect some of that stuff in the coming year. That's my goal. And also I'm hoping that we get our theme song recorded very soon. And in this coming year, we can have our theme song to open up our show as well. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So,
are you saying you're going to use a theme song for the podcast as well?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we need a little intro music.
Well, I've been playing guitar since I was 15. That's the main reason I got into music. I mean, I used to be. Main reason I got into music was like I was in the 9th grade, and I was like listening to this kid named Alan. He was drumming Metallica's beat, "Justice for All," and I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. I want to be just like. I want to be like
Alan. You want to be like Alan?
No. I want to be like Alan. I just wanted to be like. I wanted to do like that Metallica song. I want to be like that Metallica James Hetfield.
Sounds like
fire.
Yeah, sounds fire. Like GT.
The guy next to me in class. He was actually singing different words to what the actual words are to "Justice for All" song, and but then after that I got into Guns N' Roses. I got into Def Leppard. I got into more mellower rock, but I would always listen to Metallica.
Well, I can't wait to hear your guitar skills on our new theme song, but it's gonna be cool. So we have a lot to look forward to in the next year. Keep tuning in, people. Keep tuning in every Wednesday. Dive Bar Comedy. You can find us all over the web or at divebarcomedy.com.
Thanks, guys. Keep listening.
Attention all drinkers. Attention all drinkers. Do you like a smooth tasting vodka that goes down with no burn? How about Global Vodka, straight from Italy? Check it out. You can find it at global-vodka.com. Not only does it have a smooth, great taste, it also is gluten-free and organic for you health nuts. So try Global Vodka. You can find it at global-vodka.com, or next time you're in LA, check it out at Universal Bar and Grill.
How would you describe it?
Hey, we are back with Dive Bar Comedy. Julie Vanarelli.
Hello.
How do you like performing in the dive bar?
Oh, I love it. I love dive bars.
You're very funny. You opened up with a kind of a shocking abortion joke. What made you want to do that as your first opener?
Well, I like to open with something shocking, and I'm not gonna. I don't know if it's necessarily. If I'm gonna say it's necessarily true, but everything I say.
It's only Thursday right now. That's only 2 days ago. You'd still be walking funny.
Oh no.
I heard somebody told a joke about an abortion that the best burger they ever had was after an abortion or something. I don't know. It resonated with me. I don't know if it resonated with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
The after abortion burger.
Yeah, I get it. After abortion burgers.
And I'm a vegan. I liked your vegan joke too.
Thank you.
I'm not really a vegan. I mean, I'm a vegan that cheats.
I mean, I tried to be a vegan. I did.
I really liked all your jokes because it reminded me back in my...
Thank you so much.
I'm like, oh yeah, I did the strap-on.
I love
your
jokes.
It's like a tube steak, they call it.
I love your jokes.
Oh, thank you.
Your stuff it's clearly from your life, and it's different.
Thank you.
It's great. It's super funny.
My jokes changed a lot because I used to do all slut jokes, and then I had to change it.
Yeah, you got to change it based on your life, or it doesn't feel authentic, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would still, and now I'm being judged because I have a husband in the audience. Like, I did my pussy joke. I had like all these pussy jokes, and he's like, "These are not funny," blah blah. And I go, "It's not that you don't think they're funny. It's that you don't like me saying these things because I'm like supposed to be a wife."
Oh, I think your jokes are so funny.
Thank you. I appreciate your jokes too.
Thank you.
We found our fan of each other.
Yeah.
Aw. So, where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
And you've been in LA for how long?
About 5 years.
Okay.
I went to school in New Hampshire, and then I lived in Boston for a few years, 4 years, and then I moved here.
So you've been around.
Yeah, I've been around the block.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing in the comedy scene? Open
I
mic?
just started, actually.
Okay.
I started
Oh,
about
no way.
8 months ago
Really?
or so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started doing it because I wanted to,
Long pause. This is a long pause.
I
She's
know.
thinking.
I
People
always-
that can't see right now.
pause-
This
I
is
pause
just
so long. It's so
audio.
annoying. I
She's
know.
thinking right now.
I'm sorry. Can you edit this shit or no?
No, I'm not going to edit it. I'm just what's it called? Annotating. Commentating.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm describing what you're doing right now. Yeah. Thinking. A lot of thinking is going on.
Yeah, I'm pretty slow. This is how slow my brain works.
No,
in
but I
real
can't
life.
believe you've been doing it only 8 months. You hit
8
the ground
months.
running.
Oh, that's so nice.
Not
Thank
everybody
you.
is funny ever.
Oh, that's so nice.
They could be doing it 8 years and not be funny.
I started it because I wanted to improve at public speaking. I wanted to improve at public speaking because I thought, what's next in my career? Maybe I can start teaching.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wow.
public speaking, when I speak in public, I go into like a panic blackout. So
Oh, wow.
I thought it would be a fun way to practice it.
Well, you definitely have been
That's
practicing.
so sweet. And like I still black out for most of it.
Okay. Wow. No,
But it's
Yeah.
amazing. I listen to the recordings. I'm like, holy shit! I'm saying a full
well, you're
sentence.
saying more
I'm
than you would
actually-
say in public speaking.
I'm making sense. So
And you're saying things that you wouldn't have to say in public speaking, things that are more
Exactly.
outrageous.
right, and it really is amazing. I love it. I love it.
Well, that's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
thank
Well, where can people find you online? Anybody listening?
I'm on Instagram. My name is Schnauzarelli.
Okay.
SCHNOZ.
Okay.
ARELLI.
Your nose is not quite big enough for that title.
Oh,
but
no,
I like
no.
that.
Thank you. It's just, we
Okay.
all have the same nose in my family.
Okay. Schnauzarelli. All right. Well, it was fun meeting you, and I
So
hope to
nice
see you on
to
our
meet
show
you.
again. Okay.
So nice to meet you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hey guys, you need flooring because your floors got messed up during the last party. You need flooring because your dog urinated all over the place and it's all brown and stained and it's buckling and it's warping because of your dog. You were out doing comedy. No one was home. Well, log on to selectflooring.biz. Selectflooring.biz. B-I-Z. And hit them up. Call them up. Say, hey, what your situation is.
So, you guys ready for this next comedian coming to the stage? Now, this next comedian, I like the name. It feels kind of mobbish, maybe a little Italian. I don't know. So I gotta make sure I say the name right, because she's probably a bunch of brothers. Oh shit. She probably got a bunch of brothers outside waiting for me. So we'll see how that goes. So, you guys fired up to see the mobsters come to the stage? That's right. Put your hands together and show some love for the lady with the eyes at the end of her name. This is Julie Vanarelli.
Hi there. I'm so happy to be here with you guys at Aquarium. Liquid Zoo. Anyway, I had an abortion on Tuesday. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Tuesday, 2 days ago. Tuesday was abortion day. Abortion day kind of sounds like the next action film starring Dwayne the Rock Hard Johnson. The waiting room was confusing. A lot of parents with their children. I think maybe it's a little too late to kill them, but maybe not.
Never too late.
That's right.
What's wrong with you?
Anyway. Anyway, before that little debacle, I tried to be a lesbian for a few years. And thank you. Oh.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks. And my ex-girlfriend just started dating another Julie. Am I surprised that she still screams my name every time she comes? No. No, I'm not.
Oh, no. Okay. Sorry.
I'll tell you what I am surprised about, though.
I never heard that word before.
Which word? Oh, straw. This man likes to suck. What was I saying?
Julie.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. This is what I'm surprised about. She found someone with the name Julie Christine. That's my name. Plus Christine, the name of her ex of 7 years before me. This is a true story. What? A silly cunt. You see what she did there? She killed 2 birds with 1 strap-on. Strap-ons were interesting. I'm not sure I pegged you guys. All strap-on wearing crowd. If you think it kills the mood to have to wait for someone to put a condom on, think about waiting for someone to put a cock on. Making love to a strap-on was kind of like trying to be a vegan. I mean, right away it's hard. It feels cleaner. But then after a little while, I could hear my vagina screaming, "Mama's starving! Feed me real food!" A dildo is just a meatless dick.
Better than nothing.
A tofurkey sausage. Fuck to tofu.
Oh.
Don't, actually. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I was visiting my family because my dad had to get heart surgery. I was so stressed out, I didn't know what to do. So I fucked my little brother's best friend.
Whoa, yeah.
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 I'm kind of gay, and he's got these little man boobs. I am so into it. Man boobs.
She's taking me to a new place.
That's just the universe telling me I can have everything I want. So I'm a massage therapist. I put a lot of pressure on my clients. No one's ever had a boner in a session with me. I have mixed feelings about this. Thank God, but also, why not? Don't answer that. And then recently, that all changed. My 92-year-old client came in. And during the session, he points to his diaper. And he says, "Oh, sweet Jesus! This hasn't happened to me since before my wife passed more than 20 years ago. You're an angel." Thank you. No. And technically, it's illegal for me to tell you that story unless he's dead. That's all.
Great job, Jules. Another round of applause for Julie Delaretti. That's right, taking down the man-sitting boys. I like that shit. That's hard right there. That's hard.
Hey, ladies, you want some hot deals on sexy styles? Check out everydaysweetheart.com for everyday great deals on cute and sexy outfits, clubwear, mini dresses, leggings, sexy lingerie. And guys, feel free to stop by too and find something hot for the girl of your dreams. That's everydaysweetheart.com. And for 10% off, use the friend code TAKE10. That's TAKE10. Thanks a lot. Dive Bar Comedy. We are here with Jake and Alex Yardley.
Hello. Hello.
The first twin duo.
Yeah.
Actually, the first duo of any type that we've had on the show.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
nice.
awesome.
Nice. That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And nobody's
That's
going to be able to tell your voices apart on this.
No, probably not.
well,
I'm
I
Alex.
mean-
I'm Alex.
And
This is
I'm
Alex.
and I'm Jake. Is
Yeah.
that a little bit different?
Yeah, if it helps Alex, me, I have a little bit of a lisp.
Yeah.
And it kind of comes across.
I know.
A lisp.
Yeah, there it
Yeah,
is.
I
You
didn't
did
mean
that
to
on
do it. No,
purpose.
I didn't mean to. It comes out. I don't even hear it really, but people tell me.
Are you guys identical?
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Painfully identical.
But are you really, do you look alike? Do you think you really look alike?
Do you think? Well, what,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah,
I
yeah.
was
Well,
looking,
that's
I
you.
was staring at your guys'
Here-
chins from the side.
too.
Yeah, we just,
People-
does
And
the
one
lighting
of
help?
you has a more pointy chin
Oh,
than the other.
okay,
Or maybe it
okay.
was the angle.
Oh, yeah, it could have been. I don't know. Lighting's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, lighting's
You
nuts.
know
I've
what?
gotten
Do you guys?
broad-
Okay,
broader.
here's a question. Do you think that your mom might have named one of you Alex and one of you, what was the other name?
Jake.
Jake.
I'm
I'm
Jake.
Do you
yeah.
think it might have ever at some point in
Switch?
your babyhood switched and you guys kind of went back and forth a few times?
So, a
Yeah.
fun fact here. So,
Twin fact.
twin
yeah.
fact. When they deliver twins, what they do, at least they used to, they painted my toenail because I was the firstborn.
Yeah.
Painted my toenail.
Baby A.
Yeah, and then my mom just continued to paint my toenail because she couldn't tell us apart for the first year.
Yeah. Because
So-
of these two identical
Well,
babies.
you
Yeah,
would
so
be
they-
like,
she
I
was
put
like-
that one on the left and that one on the right.
Which
we're
was
like,
which? I don't
know.
know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Well-
we named the firstborn Jake.
And it's kind of arbitrary. If you do a C-section, it's whichever one they decided to pull out
That's
first.
so
It's,
true.
it's not like you
Right.
were the most aggressive one that
Right,
made your way
right,
to the
right,
hole
right.
first.
Yeah.
So we make jokes like I was second born, so
Yeah.
I usually say I was scared, so I pushed Jake forward. I saw
Yeah.
the light and I was like, I gotta stay in here as
Yeah,
long
I'm
as I can.
2 minutes older, which are to this day still best 2 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
If I could go back.
Aw, that's
Yeah.
cute. You guys are still friends.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
We
I
don't
had a
hate each
baby.
Oh, cool.
And part of the reason I had a baby was to make friends with my other baby. So now I have
Oh.
I have a 19,
boy, girl.
19-month girl
Okay.
and a 2-month boy.
Yeah.
So
sweet.
they're very close in age. But you never know if they're really going to be friends. They could grow up and become enemies.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
we've seen people
Yeah.
always tell us twin stories and stuff. So like we've heard so many and met twins that just hate each other.
Yeah. Well,
That happens.
when we were like toddlers, I guess we still had cribs, you know. And there was a story our parents told us that I think Jake climbed into my crib and it was like a cage match.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like we fought each other, a bunch of
Like
scratches.
not
Yeah,
like
we
a
just,
joking kid fight, but like a
Oh
serious
no,
fight.
like it was
Yeah,
we
we
got
got cold
brawl.
that year. We got cold for Christmas.
Yeah, we were pretty cold.
But I mean, that's quite a long time ago. If you were in a crib already, I mean,
Oh,
still.
but I'm just saying, like the
has it happened
seeds were
since then?
planted.
It-
Oh,
You guys-
now we just passively
What
aggressively.
about when you were like 8, 9, 10 years old? You guys didn't get in fist fights
Oh
or
yeah,
anything?
we had one time. Remember you scratched me across the face? I looked like Scar from the Lion
Well,
King.
then you could tell each other apart.
Yeah.
You
That
gotta
helped
scar
a little
each
bit.
other.
Yeah, it was like across my eye and like across my whole face. So it was like across, like diagonally across the
Yeah.
whole face. Jake got me
Wow.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys seem wholesome. Where are you guys from?
Wholesome. Why? Yeah, we do get that. We're
Yeah,
from
yeah.
outside of Philly.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not
like
especially
suburbs.
wholesome.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. We're a bunch. Yeah, there's a bunch of degenerates that we grew up with, and we grew up in Jersey too.
Yeah.
So that's not particularly wholesome,
And then went
especially if you watch the show. Yeah, Jersey Shore.
So now that you guys are doing comedy, you guys always work as a duo, or you ever go independently?
We did
solo?
we did solo for a while, and then we committed to the duo and just kind of started doing that to get book places.
You guys
And
started
then-
at the same time?
Yeah.
You started
It's
together?
been it's been the dreams through like kids.
Oh,
pretty
wow.
much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aw,
yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Aw.
That's pretty sweet.
You guys share your DNA. If I don't know if you can
The
help each other with
comedy.
a I don't know, blood transfusion or something. But that's
yeah.
nice. You have your same DNA, and you probably do. You know,
your interests and stuff probably is affected by whatever genes you inherited. So
And it's
both
also
like comedy.
it's like nature and nurture. So
Yeah.
like we have the same nature, like you're saying, like our DNA is the same.
Yeah.
And then also we were raised the same.
grew up,
We grew up exactly the same. So we have very similar experiences.
Yeah.
So that kind of breeds similar, interests and stuff like that too. So
Oh, you guys seem like you get along very well. Do you guys live together?
Yeah. We just moved here from Arizona, so we lived separately in Arizona for like 7 years. We lived separately, and then we just moved here. So about 3 months we've been living together again.
Place is expensive.
It's so expensive.
No way we're getting our own place.
Yeah. So
Well,
we got to check.
well, at least you get along. That's great.
Yeah.
So where can people find you online?
Yes, look us up, Yardley Comedy on Instagram.
Yeah, that's the big one.
And then, Yardley Brothers. So there's all the different iterations. So jakeandalexyardley.com, yardleybrothers.com.
What's the best one? What's one
Yeah,
you
Jake
go
and
to?
Alex Yardley. Yeah,
So how did you decide who
jakeandalexyardley.com.
gets to go first, Jake or Alex?
Everybody in our childhood called us Jake and Alex. Jake
Never
and
was
Alex.
Alex and Alex.
So you can't even say it. You can't even
Yeah,
say
you're
it
right.
that
You're
way.
But see, I've always
Rolls
argued
off the tongue.
because I'm Alex. I've always
Alex
argued
and-
it's alphabetical, right? Alex should come
Yeah, but
first.
the Alex
Yeah.
and it's
Right,
hard
it
to
sounds-
say.
it
And
sounds-
the
Jake
X
and
sound
Alex.
is hard.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Yeah, like phonetically, it doesn't work great.
It doesn't flow as well. All
Which
right.
works out great for me.
Yeah. Works great for Jake.
And wait, Jake, you were also firstborn too?
I was first
Yeah.
born.
Well, I guess you could go in that direction.
Exactly.
Say, yeah, I was born
Oh,
first,
yeah,
so therefore
yeah.
I get my name first.
Yeah,
Earn
that's
that.
true. That's
Gotta
true.
earn that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for coming
Absolutely.
on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
man.
you so much
Yeah,
for having us.
appreciate
it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it was great to meet you.
Great.
Nice meeting you. Cool.
Hey guys, you need a party tent, you need a commercial tent, you need a tent because you have no garage? Well, log on to webtentsale.com, WEBTENTSALE.com, and check out our site. This site is designed for commercial tents, party tents, and anything but camping tents. So if you need a tent because you have a party and you will need to buy it instead of renting it all the time, you're tired of throwing your money down the drain, well, go to our website, webtentsale.com, and check it out and order your tent right now.
You guys ready for the next set of comedians come to the stage? Oh man, this time we got a tag team. And whatnot. You know what I mean? Got a bunch of letters back. Where they from? They from my home state of PA. Round of applause for my home state, PA. That's right. PA State Stimulate. They about to come up here and give you love. We got the 1-2 punch. Back in the hood, I think they call them J for short. But it's the J, the A, and the Y. And you're going to show some love, but put your hands together for Jake and Alex Yardley. Thank you. Yes, guys. Thank you. One mic, guys. Just one mic. We're gonna do a little joke pass, baby. A little joke pass. We saw all the other mic kids. Doesn't work out.
Can't do it.
Guys, this is a great atmosphere, guys. I love the curtains. I love the old holiday stuff we're filming. It feels like a bad porno, kind of, right? Or a good porno. I don't know. What would you name this porno, Jake? Two comics, one mic? I guess. That feels. Some people got that. Okay, yeah, there we go. Couple of snaps. Yeah, it's fun. Jake and I are in fact twins, guys. We're identical twins. So you guys know what that means, right? Come on. Huh? Ladies, come on. You know what that means. Twins, right? Some fellas, you know what that means, right? It means.
One gym membership.
That's right. One gym membership. That's all you need.
Yeah.
The guy at the front desk is like, wow, this guy is in here a lot. Wow. This guy's in here twice as much as everybody else and about half the games. That's so weird. No progress at all. That's so weird.
Fucking wild. 2 leg days? Unbelievable.
2 leg days?
What? Same day.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Come on now.
Crazy.
Yeah. Gotta get another mic. Well, you saw what happened earlier. It was like, it was terrible. Everybody's eardrums out. Yeah. We've actually been doing the duo for a while. The duo is cool because we're big fans of hip hop. You guys fuck with hip hop? Yeah. And hip hop's cool because they always kind of have like a hype man, you know? Which is great. So we just kind of use that for comedy. Okay. It's great because you just tell kind of like a mundane joke that just kind of spices it up a bit. So, all right.
DJ Khaled!
Okay.
I don't know if you're getting all these references. All right. I have an Android. You guys Android people? Okay, yeah.
Find the galaxy!
All right. My Android did this weird thing. It auto-corrected the word excited to unimpressed the other day.
What?
It auto-corrected excited to unimpressed. So I text my friend and I was like, yo man, I'm excited to see you. It ends up auto-correcting. He goes, yo man, I'm unimpressed seeing you, you piece of shit.
Fuck you, Gary!
Okay. Yeah, it's just crazy. My phone, that's a lot. My phone did this other weird thing too where, thank you so much. My phone did this thing where it'll just text my ex-girlfriend. Do you guys have that problem?
He misses you!
Alright.
So much!
Okay.
The whole family does!
Lots of a hype man there. Yeah, my phone does this thing on the weekends usually. It's like right when the clock changes, like and then it'll do this thing where it'll just drive to my ex-girlfriend's house, throw rocks through the window, beg for her back. You guys have that problem?
He's got commitment issues!
Okay.
Too much?
That's a lot. No, it's just, you're good. No, you be the hype man. He can be the hype man, right guys? Yes! Yes, let me get like a fat hype man. That's good. Good. She's not coming. She never did. Guys, I don't know a lot. I'm a young, dumb kid, right? And, yeah, good. I don't know a lot, but I know there's one thing. And there's one thing that's this, guys. It's that crying and coming are the same thing. That's right. Crying and coming are the same thing. If you think about it, if you boil it down to what it really is, crying and coming are the same thing. Because at the beginning, you feel all this pent-up emotion, right?
So much emotion!
You feel all this pent-up emotion, and you just gotta get it out. And the second you release that bodily fluid, you're vacant of that emotion, and you take the belt off your neck and you get out stranger's house, guys. It's the same thing.
Really called the bar crowd on a Thursday with...
Yeah, really? I was like, oh, that's dirty enough, right? Don't love that. No. Nice and timid, though. That's good. It's good. We, Jake and I, it's odd being twins, because, like, it's weird, because people always say, like, oh, I think I have a doppelganger. You know what a doppelganger is? Like, some people are laughing. They get so excited. There was a How I Met Your Mother episode, and they were like, find your doppelganger. And we've talked to people, and they're like, oh my god, I'd love to find my doppelganger. Oh, is that the light, or are you just filming?
Badly.
Just filming shit in the middle. There was this, I have a friend, so she was like, oh my god, I'm going to find a doppelganger. It'd be so fun. I was like, oh yeah? I found mine. Now what do you do? What do you do now?
Huh?
What do you do now once you find your doppelganger?
You know what you do is you pursue comedy with them.
What's what you do? You pursue comedy. You don't give a shit about the doppelganger. Can you hear it? Okay.
Take your time.
There we go. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Johnny.
I appreciate that a lot. You guys, I just want to say something really quick. This isn't even really a joke, but we saw you earlier, and it is, guys, it is actually, it's 2019, okay? And people keep using a ton of slurs. I heard some people say that there's a homeless guy. There was a homeless guy. And it is 2019, guys. They are trans-sheltered, okay? They are transitioning between shelters, right? Some wordplay there. That's good. Jake and I, we've been doing the duo for a while, but we've known each other a while, right? How long? What's it been? I don't know. I think we met back in '93, right? Well, yeah, I'll tell you how we met, though. We were random roommates. That's how we met. Random roommates. And I'll tell you what, tight living quarters, really tight. Actually, really similar to this, one cord, same thing. Same thing, you guys. You like that. It felt like we were eating in like every night. That's right. Every night it felt like that. Same straw. Crazy. It was cool though. We did kickbacks. Yeah. People all the time. People were like, "Oh my god, are they doing kickback? They're kicking it. Oh shit." We didn't get a lot of visitors. Our dad would pop his head every once in a while to say, "What? He's a good father.
He's supportive.
He's a good father, you guys."
We met the mailman that way.
Met the mailman.
Yeah.
Met a couple of neighbors.
Yeah.
Place was dope until until the incident.
Yeah, yeah.
We had a whole thing, it was a utilities problem. Our water broke and we were evicted like immediately. But the lawyer said it was textbook, by the book. He said Article 7, Section C, it was a classic C-section eviction.
Yeah.
It was a C-section. Yeah.
I mean, that
It was hard, you guys. It was tough. I mean, we could cut ties with our landlord, which was really hard, you know? But she hooked us up with our next crib, so that was dope. All right, guys, that's our time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, great job. Great tag team job. Jake and Alex Yardley, another round of applause. Good energy, good fire. Way to work around the two comedians and one mic. I like that. That was funny. That was cool.
LA residents, are you tired of slippery floors? Are you afraid you might slip on your tile? Well, check out tightgripla.com. It's a local business coming out, surveying your floors, and treating it with a non-slip solution, a semi-permanent non-slip solution that will keep your floors safe, whether in the rain outdoors or indoors in the kitchen or bathroom areas that sometimes get wet and very slippery. So if you want safer floors and to not get injured while you're just walking around, check out tightgripla.com.
Hey, we're back with Dive Bar Comedy. I am here with Mistress K.
Hey, what's going on?
Very mysterious name.
Not too mysterious. Kind of says it all.
I guess it does. But it also keeps your true identity or your born identity secret.
My superpower. I'm super feminist.
So you mentioned that you were a dominatrix.
Yes.
Do you work in a dungeon?
I have. I have private clients too. I work at a home. Or
Don't you have to make a home dungeon, or you just have it like, like, you know, I don't know, like, oh, just this is the girlfriend experience dominatrix.
No, I mean, you can pretty much beat anybody up with a lot of household items.
And it doesn't have to look like a dungeon.
Right, like a hairbrush.
You make them crawl on the ground, and
it depends on what anybody wants.
You make them wear diapers?
Yeah, there are people that are into that.
Choke chain, and I'm getting into the ideas.
Yeah.
You got to be creative to be a dominatrix.
Especially when you've been married for a while.
So your husband lets you do it?
No.
Oh.
I'm just saying for you.
No. I've only been married 2 years, so I still can remember all the old days, the good old days. But the reason I never became a dominatrix is because it disgusts me. And maybe they would like that, to be like, you're disgusting. But like, I'm not attracted to a weak, simpering guy on the ground. Like, I think I would be too honest with my feelings and be like, ugh, you're just
But that's what they
gross.
pay you for.
Maybe they would like
honest.
it. Maybe they would like it, but I wouldn't like it. I'd be like, oh, God. But I've had friends who were into it. Like, one of my girlfriends, she stuffed 2 plastic bags in this guy's mouth.
Nice.
I thought, well, that's kind of a weird thing to do. He could actually choke. I had this guy that wanted me to choke him. And I was choking him. And I was choking him so hard, he kept saying harder, harder. And I kept going harder until I could feel like the bone in the back of his neck. And I was like, I'm going to kill this guy. And then I'm going to be like, oh, he told me to do it.
Yeah.
He wanted me to do it.
Yeah.
And that's not really much of a defense in court.
No, that's why you have to have them sign a consent first.
Be like, I consent. She's going to choke me. Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't know.
Copy the license. You know,
I was like, this just isn't worth it. And I'm not even...
Paperwork.
Yeah, this is not worth it for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, whatever. Enough of my fantasy, my dominatrix fantasies. Probably every woman you talk to has dominatrix fantasies.
No, not every woman, but everybody likes their own little things. Everybody's got their own kinks or fetishes that they're into, and sometimes people can recognize them. Some people don't really know that it's a thing until they do a good old Google search. So that's always a thing.
I think I did all of mine. They were fantasies until I did them, and I was like, eh.
So you had like a bucket list then.
I finished the bucket list, and I was like, meh, about all of it.
Well,
and
then
I got
new
married.
Stuff coming up, so you never know.
Yeah, we could be like shitting on each other's face. I mean, I don't know. It's like once you've done it all, it's like meh.
Yeah, formophilia.
Like honestly,
putting insects on your genitals.
Oh, yeah, I could do that. I could get some insects. That grossed me. I don't even want to touch an insect, let alone my genitals. Yeah, at least you know some new stuff. I hadn't thought of that one yet. But yeah, it's like, oh, you've been with 2 guys. Oh, now 3. What's the difference? You know,
the
1,
guy.
2, 3. 4, 5, big difference. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. It's just whatever. It all becomes boring after you've done it too many times, I guess. But
well,
maybe not if you're into it.
If sex becomes boring, that's where you gotta spice it up. you know?
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's not even about sex. It's just more of a cathartic experience or a release of some sorts.
I had this guy who, he was a cage fighter. Tough guy with spiky hair and tattoos all over. Looking back, now I realize I went up to him. He was a very good-looking guy. I went up to him when I met him. So I was the aggressor, I guess.
Yeah, he's probably a pussy.
He didn't look like one, but when it came down to it, he wanted me to fuck him in the ass with a strap-on. I wouldn't do it because I was like germophobic about getting shit on the strap-on, and I was like, also just it didn't turn me on to have this big guy on his hands and knees and being my bitch. I was like, oh, and then what?
See, I live for that.
I'm like, now who's gonna open the door when we go to dinner? Like, I feel awkward. I don't know. I just felt awkward about it, so I didn't do it.
It's a role play scenario.
But he's
different things.
He told me, sometimes somebody's really, they have to be tough in their normal life, so they want to like be like the feminine one or the soft one in their sex life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, good for you, but I'm not into it.
Everybody's into their own thing.
Yeah. And then one time he changed, and all of a sudden he was like all like controlling and doing all this stuff to me, and I was like, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, okay, now everything I did to you, I want you to do to me. And I was like, oh, come on.
Hey, give you a practice run.
I was like, oh, that was just a demonstration.
That's great. I love it.
Anyway, we never had sex. But he looked good. So, anyway, all right, enough about this dirty talk. I enjoyed your set.
Thank you.
Where can people find you online?
I'm on Instagram. It's Mistress K5. Instagram's probably the best, but I also have a YouTube channel. It's called Hooked Up with Mistress K. It has everything on there. My comedy, just funny bits that I've done, and I sell sex toys. So if you guys are in the need for anything or a new strap on.
How many sex toys do you have? What's your supply? What kind of stuff?
I got a shit ton. I have everything from lubes to lotions to potions.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you name it, I got it for everybody.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Non-gender specific.
Wait, where's your sex toy site?
It's MistressKsWay.com.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. We'll check it out.
Definitely.
All righty. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
More. So you guys enjoy the comedians? That's right. We got some game coming to the stage. I like this smooth name. She may have a whip. There may be some leather. I do not know. But if there is, I'm there for this shit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I am here for it. I'll be standing on the stage like, oh, hey, introducing. How can I say? I'm a pervert. All right. So you ready for this comedian to come to the stage right now? Yeah. That's all right. So get fired up and show some love for the mistress, Lady K.
Yeah. The first one's free. The next one will cost you.
All right.
Somebody's getting pregnant tonight, right? The fuck? It's getting all tingly in here. I mean, first by the twins. The twins. I thought the two older gentlemen were related. What a charmer. Lexor. Big spender. Right? Shit. I sympathize with you. If this is what we have to pick from. Shit. We are in some trouble, girl. I am single, believe it or not. Yeah, it's my choice, though. I decided I was going to go on a dick cleanse for a while, because it was just getting thrown at me at every angle. Like, I was like the Matrix in this bitch. I was like, no! Missed me. Seriously, I can't tell you how many dick pics I get a day. Alright, I average about 11. And now I'm getting to the point where I don't even look at the dick. I look everything around the dick. Like, I am Inspector Gadget on these motherfuckers. I'm like, go Gadget Zoom. I'm like, is that a cockroach? Or you just don't have a vacuum cleaner? Like, I'm like, are you looking for a date or a housekeeper? Like, what's really the deal here? And guys, you always take the worst angles. Right? You get that, like, half-chub motherfucker. Like, never take a picture with a half-chub. Like, first of all, it's a dick. It doesn't impress us, first of all. Okay? But if you're going to take half-chub, like, we're just going to, swipe to the left. Bye. I tried Tinder. Anybody on the Tinder? Woo! fuck you. You're all on Tinder, Hinge, Grindr, whatever. But I found out that I was just swiping left so much that they cut me off. They were like, no, you have to accept somebody. It was like I got addicted, almost like Candy Crush, but instead of getting like a sugar rush from the lefts, I was just crushing egos and dreams. Yeah. So I've been a dominatrix for about 9 years. Yeah. Essentially what that means is I take your money to do shit that I would normally just tell you for free. Recently I had this guy pay me $100 for 20 minutes of me just telling him that his penis was inadequate. I was like, damn, this is so much easier than sucking dick. And I don't have to wear knee pads. Who knew? Took me to my 30s to figure that shit out. Boy, am I tired. I mean, if I could tell you all the expletives that I said about this man's tiny micro penis, I mean, shit, you'd be putting me out of business. Yeah. His poor wife, though. I'm like, how do you have children? Like, is there a sperm donor in this situation? Or did you just come to the liquid zoo? I'm talking about you. You are a sexy motherfucker. Yeah. What are you working on, like your 6th wife?
Just second.
Oh yeah, you paid for all of them. I get it. I don't understand.
It's bisexual. I buy them. So.
You buy them. Is there like a catalog that we can take a look at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Are there like trading cards with you and the other gentleman, your twin here? Yeah. He's like, Trump! Again! I'm so sorry, but any wetness that I had going on dried up real quick. Okay? I was like, oh my god, can we please take him to the abortion clinic? Like, is it too late? I heard they're still open until about midnight.
You know what? I can't believe you don't like Trump. Because you have a lot in common. Because you both dye your hair. Oh, shit.
Actually, you know what, sir? You know what, sir?
Really?
All right, guys, let me handle this. Let me show you how you handle this. Sir, you're absolutely correct. But it's a wig. And honey, I pay way more for my shit than fucking Trump. Because that motherfucker's been rocking the same hair since what? Like the 60s?
Yeah.
Like that shit ain't even synthetic. It's fucking raccoon. I mean, it's...
Congratulations.
I don't think I want to touch your hand. I mean, I see what's on the other one. It's like, you know, injury from the night before. Happy place. This is great, guys. I am an alpha female, and for most of the ladies in the room, it seems like we are tonight too. Okay, because we're just like knocking over these fuckers and getting out of here. Like, bitch, get the fuck away from me. Essentially, what that means though is I fucking roll my own tampons. Okay. And I kickstart my vibrator. And I like, yeah, motherfucker, it's gonna be a good week. That's why I don't have to make bad decisions swiping to the right or fucking going out with creepy men from bars, is because I have operated devices at home that in 3 minutes I'm in, I'm out, I'm on to the next thing, okay? I'm not missing Scandal, I got all my dishes done, fucking laundry's put away. It's a good time. Fucking good time. Hashtag adulting. Alright? But I did recently discover that I have a superpower. And being an alpha female, instead of having camo and ammo, right, when I go hunting, because that's what I do, I go hunting. I don't look for dates. I don't try to, score or anything. I just go hunting. I walk into rooms like this and I use my killer puss. Yep. Killer puss. And she's always on the lookout for the biggest dick in the room. Okay? And this has been tested numerous times. Like, I am the best chick to go out with because if you're looking for a big dick, I can size up an 8 or above real quick for you. I'm like, you want to fuck with like Vienna sausages? Those are easy. I mean, not to point you out or anything, but Trump in the back there, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you with this. If you guys want to see me test out this special skill tonight, and if you're looking for a little fun, I can help you. Thank you. My name is Mr. See. You guys have a good night. Let's keep going for the next comic, and watch your step on the way out.
Yeah. All right. Great job. Another round of applause for Mr. T. That's right. She beat you in private and in public. You gotta like that kind of lady. That's what I'm talking about.
There's our show. Happy anniversary to us. 1 year with Dive Bar Comedy.
Yeah, it's been a whole freaking year. It's been intense. There's days where I had to bust my balls trying to book these shows. Some months we had 3 shows, and just find the right comedians was hard. It was very, very hard. Booking shows are very hard. So, yeah, and getting the podcast out every week. So, you've been a good workhorse as well. Well, Joe, you've been on top of the game. I really appreciate that. I like your work ethic, and the fact that you're persistent, you're on top of the game, you're not lagging, you're not slouching, you're on top of the game just like I am.
Thanks a lot. And thank you, everyone, for listening. Tune in every week and come out, see us live. Our next show is the last Thursday of every month at Liquid Zoo in Van Nuys, California. That's Thursday. What date is it? Thursday, August
29th at the Liquid Zoo in the corner of Sherman Way. It's in the corner of Sherman Way and Sepulveda.
All righty. See you guys out there.
Bye-bye.